Hello, I am Rochelle Jasper Mosley, and this is TurnSmart TV. I'm here in the beautiful Harlem Hospital. Oh my God, this place is amazing. Talk about young Black history. We're about to meet the beautiful co-chief officer of Harlem Hospital, Ebone McIntosh-Carrington. The beautiful Ebone McIntosh-Carrington. In Black history, this is the best, absolute best time to speak to Ebone, because this is Black people, Black women, Black everything moving, honey. Ebone McIntosh-Carrington.
Hello.
How are you?
Well,
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's so beautiful in here. It's awesome here.
Thank you.
What's up with all this artwork? Like, what are you doing here? I'm asking so many questions.
Okay, so I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Harlem Hospital Center, and if you have a couple minutes, we'll just take you through really one of the murals that represents so much of our rich history here in the village of Harlem. So if you just pan around this neighborhood and this specific mural gallery, you will see a story of the African diaspora. You see the motherland, you see from whence we came, where we were kings and queens, where we tilled our own land, where everything was very, very homegrown. This is a depiction of slavery. This shows the cotton fields. This shows the shoulders on whence we stand. These are our forefathers and our foremothers who really gave of themselves so tirelessly in the South. And then we go to the Industrial Revolution, where there was no more sharecropping, where people were starting to go towards the Industrial Revolution, where people actually began to have a little bit of the Black family, and I hope to talk about that a little bit later. And then this is where we start to go Harlem. This is when we became domestics in the corner. Windshield men, porters, shoe shine boys.
Really got jobs.
This is when we got jobs.
And
this is when we were able to get paid.
With all respect and honor.
Yes, ma'am.
And I know that, you know, we don't like to talk about age, and nobody wants to grow old, but how young are you?
I am a very mature 34 years old.
34 years old,
yes.
Co-chief officer of Harlem Hospital.
Yes, ma'am.
That's young Black history. Young Black history. I just want to ask you another question.
Sure.
If you could change not just Harlem, but the world in any kind of way, what would it be?
It would be the Black family. It would be to get our Black men into positions of authority again, where they know that their role is of king and of provider and of educator, of helper. And I would say that all of the other things that some people would hope to change, you know, poverty, self-respect, self-esteem, that would all come back if our Black family resurrected. You know, if you knew your dad was at the door, you wouldn't be dropped in like it's hot everywhere.
Are you kidding me?
If you knew that your daddy was going to be watching you on television, you would cover yourself up. So I feel like, you know, it was designed to systematically break down our Black people when they got incarcerated, when after civil rights there were no more jobs and there was no more education. So I admire the Black family. I admire my own husband, and so I would say that the Black family is one thing I would love to strengthen, because it would just take our culture up 100 notches.
Wow. Wow, that's awesome. And you know, I met my dad my biological father only 9 years ago. And I always say, you know, with all due respect, had I known him, all these other, I don't know, guys that I had been dating over the years, would not have had a chance.
That's right.
Would not have had a chance had I known him.
Exactly. And even now, you became better and different. Because
exactly.
now you know my dad's out there. You know, and you have help, and you just have a source of strength. And so I had a wonderful father, and so that's why I say I know that that's the cornerstone of real success.
Right. Right. Amen. Amen to that. You know, Ebone, down south, we used to say, what you know for true? So what do you know to be true in life or in your relationships or maybe at work? Like, what do you know to be true?
I just know God is true. You know, I know faith is true. I know that everything that I had questions about, everything that I toiled with is always settled and found to be right through God. And so I just say he's not good all the time, but he's God all the time. And so, you know, when they say truth, Bible, just my faith is my truth. And so that's my true north. That's where I go when I want to get back. That's my everything. And so success, wealth, fame, all that people look for, you know, that centers and that hinges on God. So for me, my God is my truth.
How do you feel about education? What does education mean to you?
It's power. It's beyond knowledge is power. Education is something that can never be taken from you. I remember, again, my parents saying to me, don't run the streets, get in your books, you know, and I didn't understand that at first, and I was so caught up in, you know, you're from Harlem, you want to party, you want to be cool, you want to have all the best clothes, and they were really focused on education, and there are people now who are like, can I get a job? And these are the people that I looked up to, but it was education, and it was knowledge that can never be taken from me, that I would say is everything. So it's power, and I just love to continue to learn. I love the pursuit of knowledge, and the only thing I can say to everybody is just keep learning.
Another thing is, a thing that I teach my kids, I don't teach my kids to grow up and get a job or graduate from high school and get a job. I teach my kids to be entrepreneurs.
Yes.
How do you feel about entrepreneurship?
I love it. I think that the reason it's not for me is because I'm type A, and I would probably run myself
into
you
know that. That's what I'm telling people. You have to know what type you are, people.
I am.
Everybody is not in that realm in their brains.
That's right.
Where they can really lead people to, you can lead people in this hospital because you're type A.
That's
like
correct.
You've been taught to do this, and this is what you want to do.
I do systems.
Exactly.
But my brother is a promoter, and we were raised in the same house. We had the same education, but he just said, I don't want to work for anybody.
Exactly.
I want to write my own rules. I want to set my own pace and write my own ticket, and that's his truth, and that's his destiny. And so I admire people who step out and say, I want to have my own. For me, I just know corporate structure has done me well, and I love entrepreneurship. I admire it, and I feel like it's something I wish I could do. So for me, it's like the ultimate achievement to say, I work for myself. I do me.
Right.
And so entrepreneurship is just doing you, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, Chief said, you have to just know your type. You know, everybody is not cut out to be an entrepreneur. Some people, just like my dad said, some people got to lead, some people got to follow.
That's
if
right.
everybody was a leader, then who the heck gonna get the money following?
Exactly.
You know, so we have to know your type so that you can get yourself in the right career for yourself and on the right path for yourself, not for your parents, but for yourself.
Correct.
My aunt used to tell me all the time, Ro, you gotta go to grow.
Oh yeah.
What does go to grow really mean to you?
For me, I'm going to say it's like go hard. I'm going to say go to grow is to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. It doesn't always mean that you have to leave a situation or escape what you're in. It just means you have to transcend to another level. So if you're insecure, go through that. If you are, depressed, go through that. So sometimes you just have to realize the space that you're in is not healthy. It's not conducive to improvement, and so you have to go to grow. Now, I know sometimes you do have to go, so I don't advocate staying in a dead situation. But sometimes it's just go past your comfort zone. Go outside of the box. Go get that. And that's, to me, how you grow, because growth is about taking chances and about expansion. So go to grow is to go hard or go home. So,
and that's
where it is.
I was watching Dr. Phil today, and he was talking about Generation Me. So it's whole hashtag Gen Me. And our children are on this they live in this microwave world. They want everything so fast. Nobody wants to wait for anything, either now or never.
Right.
How do you feel about Generation Me? Like, what do you think, how do you think they can grow from it?
I think in order to understand really what you want is to be selfless. And to me, patience is a virtue. So you have to make sure that nothing that I've ever seen come fast stays long. So when you get fast money, when you get fast fame, you used to watch those True Hollywood stories, that's the time when you get so caught up and you get lost. So I would go ahead and say,
Life in the Rich and Famous.
Yes. They always end up in rehab. They always end up, somewhere where they shouldn't be. So for me, selflessness and being a servant leader is the best thing that you can be. So Gen Me is about Gen You. You know what I mean? Loving on you, appreciating you. That's why I think we're friends, because it's about mutual respect. And the love that we have is just based on, I'm glad you're doing you. So I have to go ahead and say, your light doesn't go out when you illuminate another candle. So it's not all about me. And so it's just about passing it on. So Gen Me, not for me.
See? But last but not least, how do you want to be remembered? Like, through all of this, you're only 34 years old. I know people don't want to think about, getting old or getting older, but if you could stay young, forever, you would.
Yeah.
But how do you want to be remembered?
I just want to be a game changer. For me, it's about being a revolutionary. I go to a church where it's about embodying infinite possibilities. And for me, if somebody says, I met her and I wasn't the same, where I met her, and there was just such a lasting impression. There was just something about her that I know is so genuine, and so positive. So for me, I like to write my obituary while I'm living life, So
Get your
if every chapter, exactly, if every chapter is rolling, then I have to just say it's just about being revolutionary, pushing past the box. So in order to be great, you have to be willing to be misunderstood, to be hated, and to be mocked. So just stay strong.
Okay. This is Chief Carrington in the beautiful, beautiful Harlem Hospital. This is TurnSmart TV, y'all. We have so many great interviews coming up. We are here to uplift, inspire, and encourage everybody.
Turn smart.
Turn smart.
Turn smart.